been a while since I've done these videos with my face involved in this, but I'm gonna talk to you about sacrifice. Now, sacrifice is a big thing, and a lot of people are, sometimes they're afraid to do it, or sometimes they don't want to do it. And what I mean by sometimes a lot of people don't want to sacrifice is because when you sacrifice, you have to give up something that you like to do. You know, you might have to give up having 2 days off. You might have to give up, doing something, going out, hanging out with your friends. But in terms of being successful, there are things that you're going to have to give up. You're going to have to work as hard. Some people work 2 and 3 jobs just to move. And I've seen people, and I know people that work 2 and 3 jobs and go to school. And people say, well, that's hard to do. No, well, it is hard to do, but at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. And if you're just standing around there complaining about, oh, I got to go to work, oh, I'm tired, I can't get no sleep, but you got something you got to do, you got bills to pay, and if all the bills ain't getting paid with the job you have, then you got to make changes in your life. You can't sit around just complaining about and being depressed about, oh, I don't make a lot of money, I can't do anything. So you're gonna sit around and soak all day. No, you have to find ways to get paid, find ways to make extra money. Some people can survive with just doing one job, and some people they need 2 jobs to make ends meet. And it happens when you have kids. Real responsible people, they going out there, they working 12, 14 hours a day to take care of their kids. It's hard to do because that's why I said if you're going to do that, if you're going to have kids, y'all need to have the man in your life. You can't. It's hard to be a single mother, but you have a lot of single mothers out there. But that's another story for another time. So people make sacrifices a lot. They don't, they do what they got to do. Some people sleep 5 hours a day instead of 8. Some people work 9 to 5, then they work another 5 or 6 hour job because they want to get out of the situation that they're in. And if you are a bona fide, if you are a hustler, you're going to find ways to make money. You're not going to sit there and just sit around and complaining and sit around and whining and waiting for somebody to give you something. You're not going to do that. So, if you trying to go on vacation, you gotta find a way to make some quick cash. Maybe what you're doing on the side can help put up money so you can go on that vacation. Or you are trying to save to get a new house, a new apartment. You gotta do some extra on the side. Now a lot of people, do Uber, Lyft, and Postmates and other, driving jobs, shared rides. They do that, and a lot of people are successful doing it. It depends on what they trying to do. A lot of people, they go out there after they full 9 to 5 job, and they go out there and they work 6 hours driving. A lot of people say, well, I can't do that, and it's too much time, it's just too much work. But at the end of the day, they have to make money. They have to do what they have to do. If they trying to move, look, that 9 to 5 ain't cutting it right now. That goes to bills. Maybe that other job that I can drop for 4 or 5 hours, make your own hours, you ain't got to answer to nobody. All right, make a quick $100, $150, $200 a day. Put that up, bam. And as you build that up, you ready to get your new apartment, your new house. And that's what people do. And we don't want to sacrifice because we don't want to give up something. We feel like if we sacrifice, we're missing something. Okay? Some people, they go without having cable for years, for a very long time. I know one person, they haven't had cable in 5 years, and they said, well, I miss cable, I miss watching movies and everything, but I gotta do what I gotta do. And once he got himself the cable, he got himself together, he got cable, he got the stuff that he wanted, and it's called sacrifice. Some people, they got to live with cable. They got to have the high-speed internet. But at the end of the day, you paying $200, $300 for cable, and that $200, $300 can be used for something else. So that's why we have to put our priorities first. Okay, you have an $1,100 mortgage that you gotta pay, and you know what you're making at your job right now ain't cutting it. It's gonna be a struggle for you to pay the mortgage on time. Okay, so that's where the part-time jobs come in. That's where the share ride jobs come in at. Every little bit helps. So if you're making about $200-300 a week from your side hustle every week, that adds up. So you're making $200-300 a week every week for a month. That's $600-700, or 600 or something like that. 800 sometimes. Some of that can go towards your mortgage. Some of that can go towards extra bills, or some of that can go towards a new car. And that's what we have to do. Sometimes you have to get out of your own way of saying, well, I don't feel like doing this. Well, we don't feel like doing anything. Some days I don't feel like doing nothing. Sometimes I just feel like coming home, sitting in the bed, going to sleep, watching TV. But at the end of the day, if there's something I need, if there's something I have to do, if I need a quick $50, I'm going out there and making that quick $50. That's what I got to do. It ain't going to take 12 hours to make. Some people complain about ride share and all this stuff. Well, if you do Uber, it takes you 12 hours to make $50. I said something is something that you're doing. It's something that you're doing wrong, because it don't take 12 hours to make $50. It really doesn't. I'll tell you one story, true story. About a couple weeks ago, I took a fare from here to Virginia, here in PA. It was about almost 3 hours. It's 200. Now, I wasn't really thrilled about it because I drove 3 hours to, and now I had to drive 3 hours back. So in my mind, it didn't benefit from it, because I was all the way in Virginia, and I had got off of work that morning. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna, sit out there and make a quick $50, go home. Got a Virginia ride, and I had to put some gas in my car, so really didn't. Really came out to 145 or something like that. It all depends, because you looking at gas and you looking at tolls to and from. So at the end of the day, now I took a chance. That was a sacrifice to do it. I didn't know she was going to Virginia until I got in the car. I'm like, because she had all this luggage. But I'll save that for another time. But at the end of the day, we got to sacrifice, and we may have to limit some sleep. You might have to cut out a few hours sleep to get where we gotta get at. But once you get there, it'll be well worth it. That's like in a marriage. You gotta sacrifice things to make your marriage work. You gotta sacrifice things to give up stuff to get stuff. You can't not sacrifice nothing and then get something. You gotta give up something to get something. So I just wanted to come on here real quick, and offer that to you, and offer some words of wisdom to you. That's all. Like, comment on this video, and for more videos, subscribe to this YouTube channel.